What is going on, everybody? David here from Bluckers Videos and Toys, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Final Faction Series 2A, and this consists of Sculpt, Chotaro, and Torn. Sadly, I don't have the card backs for these figures. I don't know what I did with them, and I don't know if I threw them away or if I have them stored somewhere. Nonetheless, I couldn't find them, so my apologies if I don't have the card backs for these. But normally I do save all my card backs for all my figures that I open up and review. But anyways, so this is Series 2A, and this consists of these three figures in front of you. And Final Faction is a animated series and has 2 or 3 episodes out right now. So if you want to go check them out on the Final Faction YouTube channel, you may. And also, excuse me, also these were brought to you by Dollar Tree, and these are Dollar Tree figures. You can get them at $1.25, not bad for what they give you. And yeah, so let's go ahead and dive into it. So first we'll be taking a look at Sculpt, and he comes with 4 accessories. And let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories first. So first up is his backpack. So this is basically molded in a black plastic, and pretty nice little detail. It's got a little peg right there for the back, and yeah. So and then it has a little peg or a hole right there. You could peg his scope rifle in, and not much to it, but you know, just a little bit of details, a little strap right there and whatnot. So yeah, nice little backpack, little detail. So next up is his 2 dual pistols. I don't know any of the names of these weaponries or guns that they come with, so forgive me if I don't know my gun knowledge. But they both look the same. So the fact that these are just plain black molded plastic, you know, with no detail on it, the fact that they actually give you detailed accessories, especially pistols like this, that's pretty cool. You know, yeah, I'm sure that people would like to have a little bit of paint to it, but for what you're getting with these accessories as far as in detail is very good. That's pretty impressive. You know, even more of the $5, $10 figures that, you know, there are 3/4, you don't get a whole lot of detail on some of their accessories like you do here for $1.25. So most cases you do, but for these, for what you're getting as far as accessories and the details, it's pretty impressive, pretty good. So I like that a lot. And so here is his main accessory, hence the name Sculpt. So I'm assuming this is a Sculpt rifle. Correct me if I'm wrong. So like I said, this is just molded in black plastic, but you get a lot of detail from this mold. So very cool. Clip right there, and then get the pump handle right there, and so yeah. Then on the other side, same thing. So basically, there is the peg right there where you can peg into the backpack. So you basically take this and just peg it in right there, so that way, and it's pretty sturdy, so it holds pretty well. So that is that for his accessories. And so for the figure itself, it's a pretty good figure. I do get a couple of paint slops on the head, like up there on the forehead, and then right below his glasses right there. If I see one that's a little bit better, in the store, then I'll probably upgrade it or update it. But for now, this will do. I do like the head sculpt in this, though. Detail on the hair. Of course, the face is, or not face, but the glasses are, you know, molded onto the face, so they're not removable. But I do like the detail of the beard and the mustache, you know. So very cool. And of course, his body, arms, and legs, they're all molded in black plastic. And you get a lot of detail in the back side and also on the side and the front. And you could tell that the body armor or suit, you know, you got this red metallic matte finish. So chest, the abdomen, and the side, and the shoulders, and the forearms, wrists, and also the knee pads and the boots on the shins and the calves. You get all this red paint, so that's pretty good. You know, surprisingly, they decided to paint the whole backside of this too as well, because you could easily just skip it. You know, it would have been just one solid black piece on the backhand, on the backside of the legs. And then you get the holsters for his dual pistols. So let's go ahead and go over the articulation real quick. So this is your basic 5 POA. So the head just goes side to side, arm goes forwards and backwards, and the legs go forwards and backwards as well. So that's it. And then as far as his accessories go, you know, his pack just pegs in right there. It's a little peg hole right there, and you basically just peg it in right there. And if you want him to carry his, if you don't want to use his gun, big gun, then you would just peg it in right there. And just peg it in like that. So inside, as far as him holding it, he can hold it pretty good. You know, he's got that trigger fingers, so he should be able to hold it. So then holds it pretty well. And then there, so it helps to have those trigger fingers, so that way you can be able to hold it. And then as far as his dual pistols, they put in his hand pretty good. So they pretty much molded it pretty perfectly just for him to hold these. So it's not bad at all. So you could tell that the thumb just slides right in on there pretty easily. So they don't go anywhere. And then as far as him carrying everything, you can just slide these right here, back there. The only thing that you might have an issue with, if you just have these in there, and if you're fiddling, you know, with the backpack and trying to put it on, you know, your hand might knock it out. But as far as actually holding it in, it's pretty solid. But like I said, you can just accidentally just knock it out. So that might be an issue to some, just depending on what you're doing. But other than that, as far as it being in there in place and sturdy, it holds pretty well. So go ahead and load them up real quick. Just peg that right there. And there you go. It's pretty well. Now, Sculpt has a sister. You know, he is the brother of Shift. So they got the brother-sister tandem going on the cartoon. And there is a comic book as well. So if you want to check that out, you can. Oops. So there is Scope and Shift. So there you go. And we'll do one more comparison with him with another 3 3/4. So here we have Scope next to Owen Grady. So they are pretty much plate compatibility. So, all right, let's go ahead and go on to the next one. All right, next up we have Churro and his mechanical, his mech dog that he operates and rides around in during battle. And he is also Major Steadfast's pet dog. So we will pair them up later on after we get done looking at Churro. Alright, so let's go ahead and move him out the way. And looking at Churro himself. So it looks like Churro seen some shit. Either that or sniffed some shit too. His eyes are just really bugged out, you know. So, but for a little dog, this is a pretty amazing detail for what it is. Could use a little bit of paint for his little accessory that he comes with, that he's molded in or on him. And that would have been cool. Probably could have been stand out a little bit more. So I believe right here, that's the part where I guess if Steadfast needs to carry him, he'll just pick him up like this, you know. We'll see if he's able to carry him or not. But yeah, it's pretty awesome little animal, little dog. All right, so here is the mech that he uses during battle. So not really a whole lot of articulation, just like your standard 5 POA. The only thing I'm pretty sure that most people would like is have a more articulated mech, especially around the joints right here, the foot, and with the elbow joint and the knees right here and stuff. But other than that, it's a pretty cool design, and it's one of the larger figures, you know, that you get from the Dollar Tree, you know, as far as this line goes. But detail is pretty good, you know. It'd be kind of cool if that was articulated, the jaw. But the eyes are red and got a little bit of blemish right there. You could tell that's where the airbrush kind of like skimmed out on that. And then the plastic right here is a little rough, you know, wasn't smoothed out. But that's okay. It is what it is. So, and then you got the yellow stripe right there on the front legs right there. So, as far as way of articulation goes, you know, the head goes side to side. The legs go forwards and backwards. Same thing with the hind legs, forwards and backwards. And then the tail, you know, you can, this is a 360. So, and then this is the hatch where you can open it up like this, and then you can get your churro right there, and you can literally put him in there. So you just have to place him in there like this, or get him in there like that, so that way he can fit in there. So you can see he pretty much fits in there pretty well. So it looks like he's driving the mech. And then as far as that goes, you can just close the hatch. So, alright. So let's get Churro out of there real quick. This hatch is a little flimsy, a little gummy. So you would have to kind of pull it back a little bit and kind of, yeah, clip it in there so it doesn't close like automatic like that. You just have to finagle that little piece just to get it closed flush. If not, then it just kind of like has a little crack in the opening. like this, you know. You just have to kind of finagle it a little bit, just so you can, like that. There you go, kind of bend it a little bit. I know it sucks, but that's what you got to do if you want it fully closed all the way. So, but yeah, that is Churro. And then we'll bring out Major Steadfast there. Let's go ahead and take his helmet and gun out there. So, and then as far as that goes, we'll see if he's able to hold it. I don't think he will, because it's kind of a small opening, and he's got the trigger fingers. So you wouldn't be, well, you probably could like that, but that would look a little weird. It was just barely hanging on though, so he can carry his dog around if he wants to. So yeah, that's about how you would have to do it. You just have to kind of like rest him in there. See, he's not really gripping it, but hey, it works, you know, however you want to do it. So, but yeah, that's true. Alright, let's go on to the next one. And finally, we have Torn. Now, Torn is part of the Alpha Team 1, and he is half human and half corn. And so, if you have been watching Torn in episode 1, he makes a brief appearance, and then he is in episode 2, and then in episode 3 for Battle in New York, I think it's called. Spoiler alert if you haven't watched it, so just be forewarned what I'm about to say. He does get baited into joining the, or getting baited to get, or kidnapped, one of the, however you want to put it, by the Karn army, you know, so, because they found out that he was half and half, and so they found that very interesting, and they want to know what's going on with that. So who knows, you know, future episodes, you know, he might turn on Alpha Team 1 or not. You never know. But anyways, but he does come with 4 accessories: his little hood, pistol, and his 2 blades that, you know, can attach to his arm. So let's go ahead and take a look at the accessories real quick. So here is his helmet. So I love the texturing of this. So it's a purple pliable plastic, so it's a little bendy, you know, not bendy, but a little, you know, it's pliable, it's soft, you know. So it goes over its head. So I do like the texturing though, pretty cool. And so then here is his pistol. So it's not as detailed as a Scope's, but at least it's still got some detail. So this gun or pistol reminds me of a laser tag, if y'all remember that. The gun that they had over there, just by the design of what it looks. It's not as long, it's a little bit shorter, but that's what it looks like. It reminds me of, to me. But yeah, still got a little bit of detail, not much, but it's better than none, you know. And then here is the 2 gauntlets or blades that, you know, attach to his side of his arms. So not much really, you know, just a little simple, you know. It would be cool if they would have just painted the blade part, you know, silver, you know. But yeah. And then as far as Torn goes himself, do like the purple. The head sculpt's pretty good, and so it looks like Torn's seen some stuff too. And then here is the other head that you can maneuver around to show that he's part of a Karn. So you just twist that around right there. So very nice design right there. It's got the pink tone with a little bit of a greenish coloring around the eyes, chin, forehead, you know. And the main body is molded in the purple plastic, and then the arms and legs are separate pieces, and you could tell that the shoulders, the forearms, the thighs, knee pads, and the boots, the shin part and the calves are painted purple, and he's got the holster right there bolted in on the side of the leg for his pistol. And then you got the 2 peg holes right there for the gauntlets for his arms, or blades, whatever you want to call them. But overall, very good detail. Really like the detail of this. So of course, his head goes side to side, and then you can switch whatever face you like to display them with. I think I might pick up another one just to have one with human face and one with the alien face. And then the arms up and down, legs up and down as well. So that's about it. So let's go ahead and put his hood on him. There, and then there is his pistol right here. Oops, you can tell it's got the opening right there, so just be careful not knock it out. So but it does hold pretty good. Then as far as his gauntlets goes, let's see, where is yep. And then I think they just peg on the sides like that. And then peg on the sides like that. I think that's the way they go. And then I guess when he does battle, they just swing out like this. And he fights like that. But yeah, that is Torn, all battled up. Let's do a little comparison right there. And then we are going to bring out Prisoner Johnny from the Battlefield Earth. So 3 3/4. So Prisoner Johnny is just a little bit short, just a tad bit. But still, I think it's play compatibility. You can use him as, as a human civilian. And that wraps up Series 2A for the Alpha Team 1 for the Final Faction toy line. Overall, these are solid figures, 5 POA, so if that's your thing, I highly recommend them. I think they got really good details for the accessories and for the figures themselves. Great paint job. You'll get little splotches here and there, but what do you expect? But anyways, so I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did filming it. So comment down below what you think of this toy line, and if you have any of these in your collection. And don't forget, words of wisdom: buy what you love and not what you like, because if you buy what you like, you will always end up getting rid of it. And I will catch y'all later.